What is up, everybody? I'm No Lex Given, and today we're going to be doing some live commentary on a game. I'm just going to go with Fallen Angel because it is the most powerful hero here, and we'll try our best to just play strong, play tempo, and see what we can do from there. I'm just going to warn you, my camera is probably going to die or freeze or something at some point throughout this video. I've been having a bunch of camera problems, and I tried to record some post commentary on a previous game, but it's a game that I really like, and the camera was just giving me too many issues, and I'm tired. It's been a long day, so I wasn't really in it. I'm going to start off by using Shard of the Ice Queen here, and I could actually see locking onto this shop just because it has both evil and good characters and not neutral characters, but I think I'd rather just roll and make better use of my gold next turn that way. Kitty Cuppers, Happy Little Tree, they're not super inspiring. I do like them. More so the Kitty Cuppers with the Fallen Angel buff, but I don't think that we need to go for that. Now, we could potentially try to win the For Glory here. I think it's a little bit risky, but there is a chance that Goat trades with two of my opponent's characters, and then Labyrinth Minotaur is just left to pick up the pieces. So I'm going to go for it. This could potentially be a really strong start to the game. Maybe I'm supposed to roll here, but we can take a look and see that Merlin, oh no, Merlin won their combat. They used a forbidden fruit and won. I saw that they had taken some damage, and I assumed that they had lost, but turns out this is going to be a tie, so I'll take it. We don't get the For Glory, but we get the tie. We picked up an evil character, so it's not the worst place in the world to be, and now we're really strong. And this is the strength of Fallen Angel 2.2. That is your huge power spike, because that is when typically you are able to make use of your hero power, barring some additional econ somewhere else in the game. But yeah, this is like a pretty strong start, obviously, because the Black Cat gets to make multiple uses out of the hero power, and I think puts us down a nice direction. So, yeah, we'll see if we wind up playing into just like the summons that Fallen Angel typically is pretty good on. I did see recently that Fallen Angel was the top hero both on untapped.gg and sbbtracker.com. So there's definitely some merit to playing Fallen Angel. Maybe some Humpty Dumptys went awry there. But yeah, that's a little bit awkward for my opponent. We now get to pick up two characters, but we could also sell one of our characters to pick up better ones. The thing is, I don't think that the Shadow Assassin, I mean, we are 100% picking up this lady, but I don't know that the Shadow Assassin or the Spellweaver are really that likely to continue to see play on our board. So what I'm thinking is I might just pick up an 8-attack Tiny. It's pretty uninspired, but I think it's the best economy play because it now allows me to have both of these two characters, which I can sell off, as opposed to just a Shadow Assassin, which I would still probably wind up selling off pretty soon because it doesn't really work in an incredible way with the hero power. I mean, it still does something, but it's not as synergistic as some other things can be. And I have no clue why that alarm just went off for me. It is deep in the morning right now. So don't know what that was all about. See, like now we've got the opportunity to pick up Mummy, Queen of Hearts, and potentially Brave Princess. And I think that's the play. Brave Princess might seem a little bit awkward here, 3.1, but it's getting the +2 attack from Fallen Angel and the +1 from the Candy Cannon. So I do think that this is going to be the way to go. The Donkey would give us additional summons, which is obviously good with our hero power, but I think we want to pick up the Mummy, and I think we want to pick up the Brave Princess here, and I am pretty happy with this. We could also do this. I don't hate that. We're 3 streaking right now. We're 3 streaking. Did we not win our first combat with the Bad Billy? Yeah, we must not have, because this Cursed King is 4 streaking. What did we get up to on the first turn? I don't remember what we fought against. Oh, I guess we can find out here. Oh, we tied against the Merlin. That's what we did. So the first combat we actually did win against the... No, the Apocalypse wasn't the first person we played against. It was the Horde Dragon. Yeah, some weird combats in this one. Brave Princess, gonna get the slay. Could have also slayed against the Frog, and then Queen of Hearts can clean her up. So now we have the biggest streak in the lobby. That's pretty good. That feels nice, and we could pick up a Vampire. I don't hate it, but as our only addition to the board for this turn, I guess we could pick up Vampire, roll twice, and replace the Bad Billy. And again, like, the Shadow Assassin just isn't super long for the world. I'm much more looking for, like, Empress P. That would be really good. Even Water Wraith could potentially be interesting here. I like the Queen of Hearts, but that puts me really down in numbers of units that I'm playing, but maybe I still just go for it. Yeah, I think I go for it here. There's some really good tier 3 treasures. Fancy Pants we can't make use of this turn. Cloak of the Assassin is +6/+6 right now. And for that purpose, it might be good. Haunted Helm is a similar amount of stats. We could also put Brave Princess in the Helm slot to potentially double slay with it. But I think I'm just going to go Cloak of the Assassin. Maybe that gets us our double slay with an 11-7 standing strong with a Queen of Hearts in the back row. This could definitely work to get us multiple slays here. Even if we don't get multiple slays in a turn, I think that we're still doing pretty good. We want this Crafty to attack into that. That's really, really good for us. Brave Princess will not be able to slay and stay. So Queen of Hearts will bring it home still regardless. 40 health, 5 streaking now at this point, and feeling reasonably okay about what we're doing. Probably going to take a Sporko here. So that's pretty fantastic. Could do something really funny like picking up a Lady of the Lake and then using Beauty's influence on Queen of Hearts to get that +2 health on everything. But typically how I play Fallen Angel is I just disregard the good portion of the hero power and go straight evils. And I find that to be pretty effective, generally. A Feasting Dragon is probably going to be the pickup here, though I'm just noting, well, we're not going to play this Falling Stars because it kills our Black Cat. We're probably just going to sell off the Goat and pick up a Feasting Dragon, but there's not a great way to order the board. Like, we do this, then we've got our ranged character as our last attacking character, and honestly, that's probably it. It's just a little bit awkward. We could, of course, move the Sporko up more, so that way it's supporting these important Slay characters, and this isn't horrible either. We could also do something like this. But I'm going to just hope that Brave Princess is good enough right here, and we're basically kind of going to coast on Feasting Dragon. And wow, okay, well, we did actually need the help to slay and take down these donkeys, but we're not really going to get it as we get some awkward combat RNG here, and we just summon a bunch of things off the donkey for my opponent. We do get the Brave Princess, and Queen of Hearts can probably still carry this fight, but it gets way too close here at the end. We still get the win, still keep our streak alive. I'm happy, and our tier 3 treasure could also make me happy as well. Probably just Merlin's Hat. I do see Eye of Ares though too, which is pretty reasonable for trying to slay. And then I'm also eyeing up River Wish Mermaid, Lightning Dragon, at which point we go into Lady of the Lake and potentially sell out of Queen of Hearts. River Wish Mermaid, pretty good though, with the Cloak of the Assassin. Okay, yeah, but am I taking Eye of Ares here? Oh, I have an idea. We could go Merlin's Hat, and then we could Shrink Drink and purchase all 3 of the 4-cost cards. I don't even think that that's necessary, though. Alright, I'm pretty sure the math works out here that I can Shrink Drink. Yeah, and then I just have to sell 2 things to make everything work on this board. I don't want to get rid of this, nor do I want to get rid of this, but hold on now. Maybe we sell out of... No, I don't want to sell out of Vampire. Yeah, let's just get rid of it. So now I'm playing just the good buff and not the evil buff. Probably could have got rid of the River Wish Mermaid here regardless, but I thought that this was just a lot of stats, so it was worth going for it. Not the River Wish Mermaid. I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say the Queen of Hearts. Yeah, this is just a lot of stats. Allows us to beat up on the Horde Dragon and play 2... Like, these are both huge. They're 7/4s. We could make them a little bit bigger if we add 1 more evil character to the board. But I like Lightning Dragon and I like Feasting Dragon, so I'm not sure about that. Now, I do also like Princess Peep. Maybe the answer will be to cut River Wish Mermaid and maybe even cut Lightning Dragon too. This is still a really big character, so I like fielding it. We do something like this. And then look for like another Sporko to go right here. Ooh, okay, that's a really big opportunity. 5, sell out of these things, pick up another Lady of the Lake, just to ensure we win this Wish Upon a Star. Okay, let's go for it. I was kind of getting into this a second ago, I think, but the last video, well, yeah, because this is going to come out tomorrow. So yesterday's video, which I think is a little bit front of mind, is my flawless all wins game. Now, this won't be all wins because we did have a tie on turn 2, but we can still get a perfect game, which the wording on that is a little bit weird. I call the games perfect if you never lose, and I call them flawless if you get all wins. And I think we are looking like we could be getting a perfect game. So no losses, just wins and ties in all of our combats. Bonus XP, pretty strong there. And I think we also found a pretty strong evil character to complement this board really nicely. Now, our weakest character is certainly the Feasting Dragon, right? I mean, I don't know why I have an alarm set for right now. But yeah, Big Pigs look like a pretty big game. And then I probably just play a pair of Lady of the Lakes here. I'm not sure how really to order this board, but I don't think I need another mummy. Like, there actually is some sense of supporting the big pigs like this. That's what I was actually thinking. That one of the best things we could do is pick up another big pigs, because that's an evil character, so it slots right in, and gets to make use of the Eye of Ares in a really nice way. Doesn't get to make use of the Cloak of the Assassin. We'll want to toss that at some point, but if we can triple up on the Lady of the Lake or triple up on the big pigs, there is a lot of potential stats into that. And the pigs that we summon are going to have, they're going to be 10/10s in power, so that's really good. We lose our Lady of the Lake here, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but I think we're still going to be strong enough to take my opponent down. Looks like it here. This pig will trade with one of their characters, and then this sheep can finish him off. So, with that, we move on to level 6. I mean, the rest of the lobby sitting in level 5 right now still. But we move on to level 6, feeling pretty good about our chances. And I do think this is a Hercules pickup. Could even see double supporting the Hercules, just so that way it's slightly more likely to survive. I would also consider if we can give the Hercules plus 10 attack. That could be really good. Hippocampus, despite being set up so well for it, is a little bit late here. I don't hate the Pigomorph. I also don't hate Nyan Sea Terror. Both of those are pretty silly things. Could just pick up another summon. This is a 12-7. We are not hurting for summons at all, but a 12-7 is so big. That is, I guess it's 3 Feasting Dragon Slays, +2/+2 from Fallen Angel, and then +5 attack from Eye of Ares. I'm not going to pick it up, though. We're level 6. Let's see if we can find something a little bit bigger. Can I buy that in time? I can. Cool. Okay. And I don't think I got to lock for the Lancelot in time, but probably should have locked for that considering it auto-activates. I felt like a 24 attack Doom Breath, being able to get a 2-for-1 or a 3-for-1 was probably going to be good enough. Let's see if we can get the Hercules activation in here. Okay, not quite. Donkey summoning well for my opponent. And I think that's going to be enough that we actually get our first loss, which is kind of heartbreaking, but I think that we are still set up well to win the game. This donkey just did really, really well by my opponent there. So we take our first damage of the game, but we grab a tier 6 treasure, and we could grab Embiggening Stone. That could be pretty big. We could just move back into Evils and pick up Pumpkin. I really don't hate that. How much gold do we have this turn? If we sell off 3 things, that's 15. We won't have enough to buy everything. We would need 16 for that. I guess we could sell the Sporko. I don't love that, though. Mimic Chest doesn't really seem to make sense here. I do think that it is Embiggening Stone, which also kind of supports selling some things off here. Picking up a pumpkin. It's close, because if we sell off this Hercules, we can buy both of these, but I still don't think that that's worth it. I think I buy maybe just Nyan Sea Terror, and then a roll. We could dream out of this, but I think I like this well enough for now. Because we are planning on just playing a pumpkin comp here, I think, and Fallen Angel +2 attack on all of your characters is still worth playing for. So, yeah, we'll just go all in on the pumpkin for the moment. And, yeah, it looks like we'll have no problem killing the Fates here, as they're... Actually, is this still lethal? Yeah, it is. Okay, great. And the one thing that will be a little bit tricky, say we find, like, trees. I think we do have to pick those up because they're good with pumpkin, and then we could maybe transition into trees. But Ashwood Elm with +10/+10 on it is just going to be too many stats to pass up. So I'm going to grab that and rewarded. We get to pick up 2 more trees right now. What do I want to grab? Do I want to grab 2? So I'd have to sell 6 things to pick up all of these trees, which would be the whole bench plus these 2 characters. Now, like I said, I think I want to hang on to Hercules for as long as possible. So let's just sell off 2 things, cycle the chicken, and grab probably the Burning Beard. If we're selling off 2 things, let's just sell off one of the Lady of the Lakes, and then, yeah, I'm going to grab... Oh, let's cycle the chicken, grab the Burning Beard. Okay. Seems good. We can't even... Yeah, this is slightly better, so that way more weak characters die. And we're putting the Burning Beard on the Sporko, so this is still really strong, and I think we're transitioning well here. Doom Breath is nice for us. And I think that despite losing a combat, I think that this will be a pretty successful game beyond that. Feels like, you know, once you've gotten in those perfect games, it's like, oh, they're possible. I want to do only perfect games. Why can't I just do that? But if you do take a look at that video, there was obviously a lot of luck involved. We did get close in this one because we are now moving into the top 3. And this player that beat us just died. Right? Isn't this who we just played against? The tracker's not working for whatever reason, but I think that's true. I think we're playing up against the ghosts in a little bit of a weird order here. Okay, so could just True Love's Kiss the Hercules, or I could pick another pumpkin. Can I do both? I would have to sell 3 things to do both. Is that right? That's not that much. No, it's more than that. I'd have to sell 5 things to do both. All right, let's start with this. Jormungand. That does nothing for me. Part of the reason I did that first is now I could just sell off the Jormungand as well. But I'm just gonna roll. Just gonna roll with it here. And I don't think there's any sense in playing Jormungand. It is large. I don't know. It shouldn't matter. I don't know which of these 3 things I should play here. Even if it should just be Lady of the Lake supporting both of my Ashwood Elms. That's got potential too. My camera never died, despite all of that. Yeah, this is the player that we just played 2 turns ago. So interesting. We're gonna have to battle up against this donkey yet again, but this time we've got the stats, and that should move us on to the finals here against Cursed King. Maybe Pup will survive for one more turn. Nope, it's the finals against Cursed King, aka the Big Bad Wolf, who, well, the tracker's not working, so I can't really see what they're playing, but doesn't seem like a horrible idea to just pick up Cupid and Medusa, 2 really fantastic scam options, which are never really going to be bad. And then I'll roll, potentially find like a combat spell we can cast, or a tree. Sell off the bench, pick up Burning Beard, could even hang on to 9 Sea Terror. I'm going to do that. It's a really strong front line and all supports the pumpkin very well, and then the back line is full scam, so a lot of stats, a lot of scam. We've completely transitioned the board since picking up this Embiggening Stone. I think this was a pretty powerful game all around. We played pretty heavily into the Fallen Angel in a way that I think was fun. I don't always wind up doing that, but I kind of dipped back into good for a little bit. There was a turn even where I played good and not evil, though a little bit by accident, because probably just shouldn't have picked up Lightning Dragon on the hero. Slay is a little bit awkward in that capacity, though at the same time, if the cards are there for you to play Slay, then just play Slay. You're strong, you got to that point in the game because of Fallen Angel, and then just transition into whatever comps are strong, whether that be trees or Slay or what have you. So I do think that it can be a pretty reasonable strategy to play on the hero at the same time and can allow you to find some wins. Though I was gearing up to have that be like my last words before realizing that we weren't going to kill them because we don't have any upgraded characters on this board. So we're going to have to find a little bit more stats or a little bit more pumpkin. That could be good. Wasn't even paying attention to what my opponent was doing. That's right, dwarves. Well, Cupid's pretty good against dwarves. Medusa's okay. Let's find a treasure. Or an Echo Wood. I mean, this is just a massive, massive character. probably want to, well, I like both of these scam options, but I'm not going to not play the pumpkin here. Could just finish off with Blessing of Athena. I think that would be fine. This doesn't really do anything. We're not going to play the Darkwood Creeper. I'll just roll. That's fine. 2, another Medusa for even more scam action. We just don't need it. I'm going to move this stuff into position. Actually, that's not great. Let's not do that. Okay. I wasted a gold and just kind of let the shop roll by, but my trees I knew were big enough. Okay, my opponent started to play some trees. You know, there was part of me thinking I should pick up that Lordy just to troll my opponent a little bit, but they went into some trees, and yeah, we could have gone into some dwarves. Echowood's going to survive there with 1 health, which is pretty crazy, and then Pumpkin should be able to finish my opponent off. So well played. Yeah, pretty strong game all around. Hopefully that helps to illustrate why Fallen Angel is so powerful. And I definitely think that it's important to also think about what I was just saying about using the early game strength from Fallen Angel to transition into some other things, but also don't be afraid to just make use of the evil part of the hero power, because that's the best part. And that is going to be it for me today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm No Lux Given. Peace.